Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keza, and yesterday I did a thing. I ended up coming second place at regionals, not just top 8, not just top 4, but top 2, with Dracoslayers. Yes, in a field that was like over a quarter of the field was actually Tier Element Shizu. Yeah, managed to get second place with Dracoslayers. This is also with me not playing the final round of Swiss. So I was the only undefeated second to last round, and I was just like, oh, stop it. Even if I scooped it, I was just like, bleh, by the end of the second to last round. So I was like, yo, like, even if I don't play the last round, I should still be first in Swiss. So I just didn't. I just sat there and like looked at my opponent, I fist bumped him, and I'm just like, all yours. I don't care. But yeah, choke on my hubris here. So I ended up coming second on tiebreakers. There was 3 of us on X1 at the end of the tournament, and yeah, I came second place based on tiebreakers, so there we are. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're not here to hear me blah blah blah. You want to see some Dracoslayer deck profile, so let's jump into it.
Cool, so starting off, we've got Man of the Hour, 1, 2, 3 Luster Pendulum there. Heart and Soul of the deck, you need him. Opt to play 1, 2 Master Pendulum. He's a dragon, he's a low scale, he can pop your other scales in a pinch. So, yep, really good to have. Low scales you need a lot of in this deck because all the good monsters are high scales. So, after the original Dracoslayers, we've got 1, 2, 3 Ignis Phoenix, 1, 2, 3 Power Load, 1, 2, 3 Majesty Maiden. Don't run any less than this, you need these guys all. Cool. Obviously because of the Maiden, your best normal summon, 1, 2, 3 Bambuku. The amount of times that people did like didn't read this thing properly or just didn't know what he did and would Herald of Orange Light him was insane. They'd be like, Orange Light, discard a fairy, negate your effect. And I was like, cool, just stare at them. They're just like, oh, destroy your monster. I'm like, nope. So that happened a couple of times. A couple of impermanences on that as well, but yeah, people just like shotgun effects, eh? Second best, and getting into sort of the next engine of the deck, 1, 2 Perform Power Skullcrabat. I think was fine. If you don't open him, like I normally add him in the end phase off the Majesty Paladin XYZ, because he's like one of your best follow-ups, because you can put a body on board, he's also a scale, and at the same time you can also search Rev Dragon. So yeah, pretty good. I liked him. Because I'm running Skullcrabat, I opted to put in 2 Purple Poison and 2 Harmonizing Magicians there. So the reason I ran the Magician engine is I really wasn't feeling Fenrir in the deck, and again gives you low, Purple Poison gives you low scales with some utility to being able to destroy a card, extra cards and things. Also, the other reason as well is I knew there were a lot of people going into the tournament that were on the Bisted branded deck, which uses a branded trap to put like Ra's Disciple or there's some other like weird old school monster that like they put in your side of the field and you can't summon, and it also can't be tributed and a whole bunch of early crap. So this gives you an engine out to being able to like get out of that there. Probably maybe not like so needed where you live, but you know, it was a call for the tournament, and yeah, I'm happy I did that. Also more Odd Eyes cards, 3 Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. This is the heart and soul of the deck. Oh my god, this thing is insane. Every effect you can use like more than once per turn as long as you've got copies. You keep Sky Iris on the field and you can just keep searching for the sky, and away you go. You can get your play started by being able to search a lower or higher scale, being able to search like the original Dracoslayers, or you can sit there and scale him, bring back your Ignis to Prominence, and just keep comboing and getting ready for your opponent's field. And also last, the Odd Eyes Perform Power engine, we were playing the Monkey Board combo. So Monkey Board, if you hard draw it, search Synchron, normal Synchron, special Monkey Board, go into your extra deck, make Tilting Entrainment, special summons Odd Eyes Synchron from the top of your extra, and go into Baron de Fleur. So if you hard draw Monkey Board, you can bait out a bunch of this stuff and then just go Monkey Board and use your normal summon to 1 card, make Baron, which is really cool. And thank you Team Goo for pointing that out. It's been, yeah, I think they came up came up with a combo at YCSU trick, and yeah, really good combo, really like it. Also being level 2 as well, you can tune them with like your Bestials to get level 8s, so yeah, that comes up. And last off for my Pendulum monsters were just the one-offs, Astrograph, Eccentric and Sloth. So Astrograph, really hit or miss, like can be a combo piece, sometimes he is kind of dead. His best utility is when you're going into games 2 or 3 and you're sighting into Village of the Spellcasters, because him being a spellcaster himself, if they run over your spellcaster, like you leave a Majesty Maiden or a Bambuku up, you can sit there and you can drop the Sorcerer, put another spellcaster on board to continue to lock your opponent out and be able to search for another Bambuku or something to start playing next turn. So that's his best application. Eccentric, great. The amount of times I had her in hand used to destroy Perolino before starting my plays, so they've got one less piece of interaction, was, yeah, great. And Sloth, that's just there to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. Does come up as well being a dragon and 1-star tribute, because sometimes like you can just like do your big combo, never use your normal summon, and if you end awkwardly where you can't end on spheres to special summon this guy out, or you want to use spheres to special summon Bestial Magnamut, then yeah, you can just use your normal summon to tribute summon out Sloth, and it's got the 2/2/5 attack, so it's pretty big, I guess. From there, last of the monsters, so my hand traps the choice, and yes, I consider them hand traps, was the Bestials, so I went double Magnamut, and I actually went double on the Druid Swim. I thought that was, yeah, pretty much needed, because if you do it like that, it's just upping your ability to see them. Magnamut's amazing, so much of your deck is dragons, being able to search it, special summon it off Heavenly Spheres as well. Yeah, just really good. And this guy as well gets you out in a pinch. Like, I think like one of the best applications that came up was my opponent mask changed into Darklaw, and they pitched a dark off the Darklaw, and I was just like, oh cool, chain my Bestial, banish what you discarded off to special summon this, and they're like, okay. Then I went for my turn, I just went draw, battle phase, Bestial attack over Darklaw, main phase 2, combo them out of the game. So yeah, these things are cracked. Cool, onto the spells. One Sky Iris, it's like all you need in the main deck. New Zealand's got a really weird meta where like you're not guaranteed to verse tier. Like obviously like over a quarter of the field yesterday was tier elements, but you're never guaranteed to do it. Verse it, so I didn't want to like plug my deck with any ugly ass field spells which just don't do anything in the match. So I only opted to play Sky Iris in the main. And then in 3 triple tactics talents, card has so much utility. It can keep you comboing by drawing more cards. If you've still got combo after they do something, you can just like snipe their hand out. That works as well. And also like if you do like lose the die roll, this just helps going second as well, being able to just take their monsters and go to town. But yeah, that's a hard 40 cards there. Playing no more, no less. You do not need to go over 40. Extra decks time. 1, 2 Beyond the Pendulum. First one always comes up in your first combo. The search effect is not once per turn. All it does is just cost you 1,200 life points each time, so it may cost you 2,400, but you can still make a really awesome board. So yeah, double Beyond the Pendulum, lovely. Hieratic Seal, Heavenly Spheres, we're doing the Sloth combo, and as I said before, in a pinch it can search you but Magnamut out, which gets you a combo piece for next turn, or like if you're really stuck for some reason, like Druid's Whim as well. Cool. Other Link 2 I played was Dark. Yep, the amount of people on Dark monsters at the moment, especially other Bestials, huge. So yeah, combo piece gets yourself going by being able to special summon there, Magnamut, get your own Druid's Worm or something. Yeah, great. Link 3 we played Selene for the Selene combo. helps you bring your spellcasters like Majesty Maiden and stuff back from the graveyard when they go to the graveyard as Xyz material. Zealantis, huge extender. You literally combo out, you end on a like decent-ish board, and then you're like, no, I'm gonna keep going, mate. Make Zealantis, banish everything, bring it all back. And yeah, this helped me crack a, best application was helping me crack a branded Bestial field, because he had Quoteris or whatever the heck that thing is, and he like used it, and he's like, oh, negate your stuff, and I'm like, okay, Zealantis, banish the field, bring it all back, your guy goes face down, and then suddenly all my effects are back online. So yep, really good boy, straight out of Pacific Rim. And other level 4 is just Appaloosa. You don't normally end on Appaloosa, like there are fields where you can. It's mostly like if your hand is really cracked and you're just going for game, you just make her super early, make your combo just to make sure that everything goes through. And then like, once everything goes through and there's like, even if your opponent starts activating monster effects, there's nothing they can do. You can just turn it into a Zealantis and keep comboing and take the game from there. So yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 linked monsters. Synchros, 2 Ignitive Prominence, Best Boy, Tilting Entrainment. He's part of the combo for Monkey Board into Baron. Baron we know. You don't have to do it for that though, like it is a 28 body. And if it synchros some special, some 1 level 4 lower pendulum monster from your hand or face up from your extra deck. So that's also good, like just pushing for damage, like you go for 28 or 3000 and a negate and a thing, or if their field's wide open, just go Tilting Entrainment and then special summon back off the deck, and that's pretty cool. Other effect does come up though, at the end of the damage step when this card or your pendulum monster battles an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster is not destroyed by battle, destroy that opponent's monster. Comes up if your opponent's putting everything in defense mode, you can just ram your little guys into them, take a bit of damage, but then it gets destroyed and then you can just hit them direct with a train, run a train on them. 1 Dinos Power, the Mighty Dracoslayer. So good, so good. The amount of people I caught out with his ability, which says, there it is. Cards in your monster zones and pendulum zones. Pendulum monster cards in your monster zones and pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. So like, you can set up like Sloth to special summon Sloth while this guy's out. And then they go, oh yeah, battle phase to run over Sloth, and you're like, cool, and just stare at them. Or you can leave like Majesty Maidens up in defense mode, and this guy as well, and then while you've got Secret Village of the spellcasters, and if they're trying to knock over those, nope. So, really good boy, really good boy. And last up for the Xyz, Majesty Paladin for searching and specialing. Plan B, Baguska. Happened a couple of times, like I ended on subpar field, but I've still managed to get to Spheres and Baguska. So you're still locking them out of the extra deck, and yeah, there's nothing on field they can do about it with Baguska up. And yeah, holy crap, this card is so good. Abyss Dweller. Make him with Dynamite, make him 2/2, make your Zealantis 3000 attack. Yeah, then this guy 2/5 as well. That does come up, the attack boost off Abyss Dweller, when you're like going with the weird numbers for games. But yeah, Abyss Dweller. Card of the format, extra deck card of the format. Now for the side deck. Side deck's a bit weird, but we'll just sort of get into it. Oh, is this not sorted? Yo, go Kiers. So field spells, tech field spells, Secret Village for like... Secret Village, there wasn't too much runic, but it was like for like sort of mid-rangey decks, like against branded, and people, and decks where you know that they run Super Poly or Dark Rule or no more, you can just Secret Village out them, and then they just can't out your board, and it doesn't matter what you end on. Necro Valley, obviously, that's your tier element tech. So I was going to run, I did have Lightning Storm, and then I had Evenly Matched, and I was sort of half and halving about it, and then like, I thought one of like the biggest problems is like, you know, you draw an Evenly Matched or Lightning Storm like later on in the game where you're like trying to push for attrition, but like you've got to scale up or you've got your field spell up and like nothing happens. So I just opted for power spells. So instead of those 3, I played Change of Heart, Mind Control, and Dark Hole. Dark Hole again was because that Branded Bestial deck like loads your field up with just crap that like tries to stop you from summoning. It can also trigger your Ignis from the monster zone. Like it's a thing, it comes up. I don't know. Yeah. So then my back row, I went for 1, 2, 3 Cosmic and a Harpies. Harpies is Harpies. Card's broken. Cosmics pretty much do that for like, you know, decks that you know like you need to banish it or stuff, or you think they're going to go anti-spell against you. Cosmics, you're out. And then plan B, well, go first plan. We played Triple Judgment and double Guiding Ariadne. So Guiding Ariadne, if you don't know, if it's destroyed, you can select 3 counter traps from your deck, and your opponent has to add 1 to your hand. So it just searches you a Solemn Judgment and you're just going through your combo. Again, it's a low scale, and its pendulum effect is really important because it means you can Judgment in time. Because you do, as long as this is in your pendulum scale, you do not pay life points to activate counter traps. I actually had a guy that like sat there and tried to do that against me, and he was just like, it's like getting to like 1 or 2 minutes left in time, and I'm like, Solemn Judgment, and he just sort of looks smugly at me, and he's like, all right, yeah, pass. And I'm like, yo, okay, cool, switch everything, attack. And he's just like, yeah, you didn't do 4,000 damage. And I'm like, I don't need to, I'm at full life points. And he's like, what? And I just threw that at him and told him to look at it. But anyway, that's the deck. Let's go back to the other me.
And we're back. So yeah, just want to give a shout out to a couple of my opponents yesterday, because got a couple of funny stories from them. Not really a tournament report, but you know, just get into them. Shout out to Andrew Fanaki, who after attacking me with everything, round 2, asked for my life points. I declared honestly the 1150. I had 1,150 life points remaining. They go, cool, still in battle phase, activate Sprite Starter. I'm like, oh crap, here we go. He's just going to go for Jet in game. And he goes, summon blue and attack for game. And I'm like, so I've got 50 life points left? And he's like, oh, what? And which next turn I was able to, you know, just come back, full pendulum scale, full board, and just like cracking for game. So thank you, Andrew, for that. Round 2 opponents. Let's have a look. A few notes here. Shout out to Ricky, playing like almost every OTS or every regional. So yep, me and Ricky had our showdown. Great chills. That pretty much came down to I kind of semi-bricked, but he sort of semi-bricked as well and had to hard make redo just so he had any play on my turn. But yeah, Solemn Judgment ate the redoer. Then like next turn, that's when I made an early Appaloosa and then just went to town. I was just like, well, you still got like stuff in your hand, stuff in your graveyard. Like, nah, it's Appaloosa and just like poking. That's what got me there. Shout outs to Delhi as well. Cool guy. Made it. He was the guy that I was meant to face final round, but yeah, just gave me fist bumps because he was kind of on a pretty rotten record. I think it was X02 or something like that. So not really great. And then like me just skimmed to him, got him in. No prizes or anything was exchanged. That's just me not caring after a day of Yu-Gi-Oh, because it's been a while since I played such a big tournament. But anyway, hey, thanks everyone for watching. Take care, guys, and I hope you like the rest of the deck profiles coming from the regional, which should be up on the channel already. Take care, guys, and as always, here, enjoy this photo of